I love that countdown. I love that countdown. Anyone who does any Facebook living, you get that 3, 2, 1 countdown. I'm like, bring it on. So I got to give it. Sharing is caring. That's the name of today's Facebook Live video. Because basically, I'm here to share, right? I'm on here putting stuff out there that is weird and uncomfortable for me. Get in front of this camera, be on the camera, talk to a freaking machine right here. But what happens is every day I do this, every time I do this, someone inevitably reaches out to me and says, man, thank you for doing that. Thank you for putting yourself out there. Thank you for saying what I needed to hear today. I don't know who's needing to hear this. I don't know if anybody's needing to hear this, but someone will reach out. Somebody will say, that is exactly what I was waiting for. I've been having a bad day. I've been having a hard day. I don't know what to do with myself. Oh, I'm tired. I'm out of it. I'm not happy with where I am in my life. And that was just what I needed to hear. Yesterday, I walked into the yoga studio, and the girl at the front desk was like, it was late at night, right? I take 8:45 Sunday night yoga class, and the girl was like, "Oh, I'm okay." And I was like, "You're okay? Come on, you're at this healthy place. You're at this place to help people get better, feel better, get healthy, and you got to be that, right?" And she's like, "Oh, it's Sunday, and just another day." And I'm like, "All right, watch this video." And when I left there, I went into the yoga studio. I went into the yoga room. I just gave her my phone, and I said, "Watch this, and maybe it'll help you." And when I left, she was smiling. And I'm not saying it was the video, but I've had people messaging me and saying, "Adam, thank you for sharing this stuff. Thank you for getting out there. Thank you for putting yourself out there. Thank you for getting weird and just being real with people," because so many people have a deficiency of realness, of people who are putting it out there, who are going for it, who are living their dreams. We don't hear about these people most of the time until they've made it. We don't see them in their struggle. We don't see them in their sacrifice. We don't see them in their suffering. We only see them when they've got there, like Sylvester Stallone. Tony Robbins, he loves to give the example about Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone was when he was a baby, when he was a newborn, was actually extracted from his mother's womb with forceps. That's why his face is all messed up and why his talking is all messed up. And that's why when he was trying to get into movies, he couldn't get hired because people were like, "We don't want to see your face on the screen." So he only ended up getting hired for jobs that were, basically him getting beat up, and not even in boxing movies, just him being a thug and getting smashed in the face, and people wanted to see him suffering. And then he said, "No, I want to do something more." And he ends up, getting divorced because he can't afford, to live. And his wife is like, "What are you doing? This is killing us." And he ends up selling his dog. But eventually, he writes Rocky. He's unrelentless. He just keeps going for it. And he says, "I'm not going to stop at anything." But we didn't see him when he was living on the street. We only saw him when he became Sylvester Stallone, which isn't even his real name. So, I got to tell you guys, when I do these videos, I'm giving without any expectation. I don't expect a result. I don't expect someone to come to me and say, "Oh, I want to work with you now. Oh, I want to sign up for what you're doing." No, I don't expect that at all. I just put it out there because I know that the energy will forward. It will go forward. It will affect someone will be hearing this, somebody will be watching this, and someone will take something from it. So what we have to realize is that getting real in front of other people isn't always easy. It's not always comfortable. It can be really, really hard to get in front of other people, be fully 100% in integrity with ourselves, to be fully committed to being true, to be committed to being real. Because when we get in front of other people, we start saying what we think they want to hear. And usually when we tell other people what they want to hear, it's not real anymore. We start saying stuff that's just saying it to say it because that's what we think other people want to hear, but it's not the truth. So the first thing we have to ask ourselves is, what do I want? What do I want to achieve? What is it I'm looking for? Financial freedom, more energy, more time freedom, more money, right? Any of these things. And then understand and look at where do I have a blockage? Where am I not giving that thing? Where am I not giving my time? If I want more time, I better start giving my time, right? I better start giving my time freely to whoever wants it, because people aren't going to ask for it. If you haven't realized this yet, most people are not going to be so forward with you where they just come out and ask, right? That I have a catering and private chef business. Most of my clients in that business find me online, right? They come to me, they go on Google, they're searching, they go on Yelp, and they find me because I'm high rated. I have a high rating in that. But most people in areas of health, in areas of progress, in areas of improvement, they're scared. They're fearful. They don't want to make the change until the change has to be made. So you have to put it out there so that people know that you're ready for them. So people know that you're ready and willing and you want to help and you're going to do it and you're going to be there for them no matter what. Instead of just like, oh, I'm here and you have to come find me. Come search me out. Search me on Google. No, you say, I'm here waiting now, right now. Come find me now. And being in front of others and being real is so hard sometimes for people because they're scared of rejection. They're scared that what they're putting out isn't going to be felt, isn't going to be heard, isn't going to be well accepted. And that's a bunch of bullshit because, one person, they might not like it. They might not respond to it, but another person does. So what does it matter? If one person is helped, what does it matter if 99 don't care? What does it matter if 99 don't want it? If you help one person. So with those other 99, the trick is, the main thing is, embrace it. Embrace that you had a disappointment. Instead of, oh, I was disappointed and now I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna turn everything off. I'm gonna stop doing what I was doing. Oh, I had a failure. I had a frustration. Oh, I'm gonna stop now. Who is that gonna impact? You got into this not to get a reward. You got into this not to get some return, but you got into this to do something. You got into this to help someone. You got into this to make a difference in somebody's life. And if you're not doing that, I promise you're not going to see much action in yours. If you're not living your days and if your mentality is not who can I help today, who can I impact today, whose life can I make a difference in today, you probably aren't seeing a whole lot of movement in your life. When you get active enough that you're going to tell people, uncomfortably, truths that maybe they had no interest in hearing when you started to tell them. But the more you reveal it, the more you open it up, the more you open yourself up, the more I open myself up to being real, the more people respond. So one of the main concepts I talk about with some of my guys is easy versus worth it, okay? So some things are easy, but they're not worth it. There's some things that are hard that are worth it. There's some things that are hard that aren't worth it. But when somebody says, my job's not easy, I have to work so many hours. Okay, it's not easy, but is it worth it? Do you love what you do? Because if you love what you do, the easy part stops mattering. If you love what you do, if you love making a difference, if you're getting some result, if you just are absolutely passionate about where you're investing your time and energy, the easy part goes away, right? If you train hard, people who are athletes, people who love to work out, they embrace the grind. They embrace the hardship of training. They embrace the sweat. They embrace the struggle. And they get stronger. They get better. They improve, right? But when you start saying, oh, it's so hard, it's not easy, well, what are you expecting? Are you expecting it just to be a different story, a different result without you having to actually improve yourself, without actually having to build your skills? Because if you are, you have some mistaken paradigms, right? We have to question our paradigms, especially if what we're seeing isn't what we want. If what we're seeing in our relationships, if what we're seeing in our finances, if what we're seeing in our energy, if what we're seeing in our health, if they're not where we want them to be, we have to question what we're thinking, what we're doing, how we're acting that's leading to those results. So the main thing is that most people, I find that there's so many people, they're trapped in their heads. They're in this hamster wheel, right, of going around, of chasing the carrot. And they're in their heads, and they're trying to come up with these plans and these strategies and make everything perfect, right? And it doesn't work. They stay exactly where they are, or even go backwards. But if you get into your heart, if you get tapped into your heart, if you get tapped into the thing that's driving you from inside, if you get tapped into connecting to people and really caring, all of a sudden, you start burning. You catch fire, and you burn through stuff. You're going to be burning through the things that are holding you back. You're going to be burning through your own excuses. You're going to be burning through other people's excuses. And that's the point. When you reach that point, all the things that hold you back, all the things that have all your life been talking to you, that have been saying to you that you can't do it, that you can't be that person, that you have to resist, that you have to pretend, that you have to put on a mask, all that stuff is going to fall away because you burn through it. Passion burns. Passion will set everything else on fire, and all the bullshit will fall away. It's not even, it doesn't even take effort at that point. It takes a burning resolve. It takes burning determination. It takes burning fucking passion. Because when you do that, the nonsense doesn't matter. The nonsense can't touch you. Your posture is too strong. Your posture is too freaking edified. You're like, come at me. I don't care. I don't care what the result is. It's not about the result. It's about being true to myself. It's about being absolutely 100% committed, and the result has nothing to do with your commitment. Your commitment is not defined by your result. Your commitment is defined by your mentality and your actions. It is defined by how you wake up to the morning, how you show up in life. If you're not showing up in life, you need to question your commitments. And if you want to ask yourself, how am I showing up in your life? Take a look at your register of what you did today. If you're interested in helping people, are you getting in front of them? Are you talking to people uncomfortably and just putting yourself out there in spite of the fact that you might be rejected? That you might call up a friend and that friend says, I don't want to hear about this. That's not my problem if you don't. I'm not going to keep talking about it. You don't have to watch my Facebook Live. I'm not going to force you to, but I'm not going to stop talking about it after I'm going to be, finished with this conversation. I'm going to move on to another conversation. So if all of a sudden you have that energy drop, go right into the next conversation. Go right into the next session. Go right into the next thing. Don't keep holding back because you're repressing and your energy is going to drop. Your will, your passion is going to atrophy like a muscle. If you don't put yourself into it, nothing is going to happen. You're not going to go anywhere. And you're only at the end of the day, the only person who really loses out is you. And everybody else around you, of course. But they'll find it someplace else. If they really want it, if they really need it, they're going to go find it. But if you're not stepping out, if you're not being yourself, if you're not being true to yourself, whatever that is for you, if you're an artist, go fucking create some art. Don't talk about I'm an artist, ooh, but then nobody wants to buy my art and I'm broke and I'm sad and I'm poor. Okay? Maybe you are. Look at some of the history of artists who did that. And then one day, because they were committed, they were unrelenting. There was nothing that could stop them because the results didn't matter. How many artists do we hear about that it's only after their death are they recognized for their greatness? So putting yourself out there, it's not optional, okay? Whatever you're resolved to do in your life, whatever you're determined to do that is important to you, you have to put it out there, and it cannot be an option. It's not like, oh, today I'll do it, tomorrow I won't do it. Tomorrow I won't do it, the next day maybe I'll do it if I feel like it. There's no feeling like it. You know how you feel like it? By doing it, by creating momentum, by getting into action. Get into action, and then all of a sudden, magically, you feel like it. Magically, you set yourself on fire. People are looking for you, but the thing is, they're scared. Okay? This is very important to understand. So many people are so scared. They're scared they're going to run out of money. They're scared they won't be able to pay next month's bills. They're scared of people not really taking an interest in them. I have people that are on my team. I message every single day, even if I don't hear back from them for a week. I'll message people every day. I don't get a response. And then one day, out of the woodwork, out of nowhere, that person sends me a message and says, Adam, thank you for continuing to message me. Because they have to be right in their head to be receptive. Receptivity is the absolute number one definer of success in my book. Okay? So people like my friend Justin, are receptive to coaching. Okay? If you're an athlete, if you're in some activity where you want to get better and you are not receptive, I promise you, you ain't going to get no better. You are just going to stay exactly where you are, and probably you're going to go backwards. You are great, brother. But blam! Your mom, Taoshima. Okay? And Gretchen, thank you for all the love as well. But listen, the truth is, get to a receptive state because you're holding yourself back. If you don't want to progress, that's a different story. I'm happy where I am. My fitness is fine. My money is fine. Fantastic. If you're in those places, help somebody else. Help someone get those things. Help someone who's not as fit as you are. Inspire someone. You know, I was traveling a lot last year. This year I haven't been traveling nearly as much, but I was traveling a lot last year. And I had people come up to me and say, I saw you're traveling. And that inspired me to travel. One of the best things you can do for your mind is to travel, to get out of what you know, to get out of your comfort zone. Go to another country. See how people live there because it will change your paradigms of how you approach life. So whatever you're doing, put it out there with resolve. Don't kind of like go through life sleeping, half awake, half-assed, because all of a sudden, one day you're going to wake up and you're going to be like, what the fuck is this? This is my life? And then you're going to be sad and you're not going to know what to do because you haven't practiced. If you're not being receptive, you're not going to get new knowledge that you need so you can help others. And it's when you help others that everything starts to change. So you have to get out of your own fear so that you show people how to get out of theirs. When you get out of your own fear, when you stop holding back because you're scared of what other people may think, and you know what? You have no idea what people think. You don't know what, if you have that ability, Jean Grey, Professor X, okay? I want to know how you know what other people are thinking. Okay, which direction am I pointing right now? Okay, to you it looks like left. But here it's right. I'm pointing to the right. That's right to me. That direction is right. To you it looks like it's left. Okay, another example from my metric is point at something, okay, cover one eye, point at something, point at a spot, and then cover the other eye, and you're pointing in a different place. And that's your own two eyes. So how do you know what other people are thinking? You have no idea. But you're holding yourself back because what you think other people are thinking, and it's a bunch of nonsense. And your life isn't progressing, and if your life isn't progressing, you can't help others. A rising tide floats all boats. So are you being a tide rising others, or are you being an anchor pulling other people down? Because when you're being an anchor pulling other people down, and it's good to root people, an anchor is not a bad thing. I'm just giving an example here. If you're being dead weight pulling other people down, your life will reflect that. If you're not pouring into others, your life will reflect that. You're probably going to have an absence of something. You're probably going to be lacking something. You're probably not going to be super where you want to be in your life because you're not pouring out what you have. And if you're not pouring out what you have, you can't get more. You can't be receptive if you're not sharing. You're not going to fill up if you're not emptying yourself out every single day and giving everything that you have. And if you're one of those people that's talking about how tired you are, get the fuck out of here. You're so full of it. Stop being tired and do something that you're passionate about. Do something that wakes you up. Okay? Generate energy by doing things that you love. Go for a run, even if you don't love it, just to stimulate some endorphins, and then get creative, get productive. Pour yourself into your life. Pour yourself into others and watch the magic unfold. Watch the ripples touch other aspects of people, other aspects of your life. Watch everything happen for you in ways that you could never have imagined when you were holding yourself back. But you have to break those blockages. You have to smash through the dam, and all of a sudden you have flow. Okay? So, you know, I've talked a few times and I posted about how where your focus goes, your energy flows. But if you're not focused enough, no energy is going to flow. If you're holding back and you're saying, well, I'm just going to do a little bit, I'm going to just kind of dabble and you know, touch a little bit, but I don't want to hold off. Oh, that's enough for today. No, I promise you, if you are doing that, you will not see any progress, and you'll probably end up saying, oh, I'm frustrated, I'm not getting any results, Get out of the idea of results. Results have nothing to do with it. Are you still thinking that life has to show you proof? You have to show you proof. You have to show that you are so committed that you are willing to get 0 results. And you keep doing it anyway. You don't care. You just commit. You just go 100% until you have absolutely nothing left to give. And then you give some more and you watch how you get stronger. So we are here for each other. But we have to be here for ourselves first. So ask yourself, are you showing up for yourself? Okay? Are you giving yourself everything that you need in order to be who you want to be? Are you getting new information in your head? Are you reading books? Who are you surrounding yourself with? Who are you choosing to spend your time with? How do you invest your 24 hours in a day? Because the 24 hours, as I look at it, every single day is like a full wallet. Okay? Now some people are going to go and waste their money, waste their time, waste their energy frivolously. And that's okay. That's an opportunity for learning because you can see what pays you. Not just in money, but in energy, in time, in fulfillment. When you start finding the things that fulfill you, that's a clue. Okay? When you start finding the things that pump you up, that when you do them, you have more when you finish than when you started. You better believe that every single time I get off one of these Facebook Live videos, I'm much more fired up than I was when I started. You don't think I'm going to keep doing that? That's a clue, right? That's called science. That's called intelligence. Intelligence is the ability to recognize what's working and what's not. So I invite you to contact me because I've probably already contacted you. I've probably put some stuff out there that's resonated. So I invite you to let me know that, even if it's just liking something, because I will probably message you. I will probably say, hey, Bob, hey, Julie, how are you? Hey, Amber, hey, Prania, hey, Gretchen, how are you? I will probably say something like that. And if you respond, we're going to keep talking. And it's going to build. And things are going to happen. And we're going to link arms, baby. We are going to link arms. And we grow stronger together. And that's what it's about. So let's get it out there. Let's start sharing our passion with the world. Let's start sharing our passion with ourselves. Let's start impacting others by getting out of our own way. Let's start getting out of our own fear so others get out of theirs. And watch how amazing that is. And feel how fulfilling that is. And watch how abundant we become and how prosperous our lives become. Guys, I really, really am so stoked to be doing this. This is my dream. Okay? So let's keep moving. Let's keep the momentum going. I'm not holding back. Woo! All right, let's bring it. I want to see you. I want to see you in action. I want to hear about it. If this is impacting you, if this is doing something, if this is stirring you up, if this is lighting you on fire, don't even tag me. Do something. Go out, make a difference, smile at somebody. Go outside and yell right now. When somebody's yelling, you're like, why are you yelling? I'm like, I don't even know, but I'm fired up. And I guarantee that person's going to get a little bit of that. It's going to get contagious, and you're going to impact people. And that's where the magic happens. Go impact people. Go make a difference. Go get fired up. Go do something. Go share. And I'll see you guys next time. Boom! Kaz out.